With rodeo coming to an end, do you think the Astrodome should be turned down?
I mean, that's a good question. It's a hard question. Obviously, the city's had trouble answering it. One thing I was actually talking to my dad about this, and one thing was is I think I could be wrong here, but I think it was about 20 million or 30 million to build. I didn't look. I didn't look that up. It's something I'm remembering from a long time ago, but I think it was 20 or 30 million to build, and I think it's something like 150 million to tear down. And so I think there's just been a struggle on spending that amount of money, from the taxpayers to remove something. And, it was the eighth wonder of the world for a long time. And so, but right now it's not doing anything. And so I think a lot of people would agree with me. We need to do something, right? Um, you know, it becomes a dollar cost average thing. It makes a lot of sense to make it parking. I think it makes a lot of sense to just tear it down and get rid of it. I think if you're, when you go out to the rodeo, quite frankly, it's just in the way. And so it would make for a really nice rodeo grounds. And, do you tear it down and just have flat parking in that space? I don't know that that's a good use of things. It would be kind of cool to keep it because it is a Houston classic. I really think it would be interesting to, somehow rehab it a little bit and put a parking garage inside of it. I don't know that the structure could hold the parking garage, but maybe there's a way to put a parking garage in it. And I know there's been a lot of studies and a lot of people smarter than me that have looked at different things to do it. But from my personal opinion, I think it's in the way, and I would probably get rid of it or turn it into something useful for the rodeo or for the events that we have in that area. And I'm sure there's some other uses that might be better for the public or for our community that maybe I'm not thinking about, but in just quick off the cuff, I think it needs to go.